Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Right, I've got a very simple pattern for you today, and you wouldn't maybe think so, but it is just single crochet. Now I know that a lot of people are like, oh, single crochet, such a tiny stitch, and it can, it's time consuming, but it really is worth it, to be honest. If you want to create that special kind of feel to a fabric, I think only single crochet can do that, to be honest. That's the back and that's the front. Now there's no chain count for this. You can see here that maybe my chain could have been a little bit more looser because the work's pulling in a bit. So I suggest, I've used a 5mm crochet hook for the pattern. I just think it's a bit more softer than a 4, and do your chain in 5.5, but I can't find my 5.5, so I will chain with 5, but you chain with 5.5 if you have that spare. If you don't, then do what I'm about to do, which is chain a little bit more loosely than what I have done here, and then that shouldn't create that little warpness here at the bottom. But yeah, look at this. Just by working into a normal double crochet, sorry, a normal single crochet, and then you've got the front loops only, it creates this lovely little stripe. It's a really great beginner friendly pattern to do. If you want to work with a smaller hook and make it much more tighter, it'd be great for cushions as well. So like I said, there's no count for this. Just do as many chains as you want for your project, for whether it's a scarf, a baby blanket, a throw, you name it, you can make it with this stitch. But so I'm going to push this aside, and you will need DK yarn, lightweight yarn, and I've got this nice denim-y blue for you here, which will show nicely with my thread hook. Slightly worn out, but it means it's been well used. Okay, so all you want to do is slip knot. Do your slip knot how you do yours. This is how I do mine. And if you haven't got the 5.5, just chain very loosely. Okay, so I'm just going to do 15. Not too loose and not too tight, okay, because I think I did it a bit too tight before and I needed that stretch. Okay, the first thing you do is just go into the second chain, and you want to do a normal single crochet row, so you don't count that one. That's your first chain. Go into this one here, go into the loop, sorry, into the chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Go to the next one, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. That's your single crochet, and you want to do that to the end of your row. If you don't know how to do the single crochet, for complete beginners, please do practice this. If this is too fast for you, please practice the stitch and then come back here. I think I have one listed for you, and you can slow me down in playback options. There's my last one. And I've got a row of single crochets. So I did 15, so I should have 14. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. You can't go wrong. You don't really need to count every row. It's pretty straightforward, this. So it's a 2 row. So first row is just a normal single crochet. The second one is a single crochet, but it's in the back, in the front loops. So, but the very first one on either end for the second row, that side and that side, go into both loops, okay? Because you want to have a nice firm straight edge to it. Okay, so go into there, into both loops, and do your single crochet. Now we have a habit of working into the back loops for certain patterns, but this is a front loop one only. So there's your 2 loops. If you look at the chain from the top, the V, you want to just work in the front one. So leave the back one, which is here, and work in the front loop. So you are going to be working in these loops that you can see, just this one strand. So go into the front loop and do a single crochet. Into the next one, pull up a loop and single crochet. Make sure you're only taking the first strand that you can see. It's actually quite easy to do because the way that the stitch is sitting is right there. That's the complete V. It's actually easier to pick up the front loop rather than the back loop. Okay, I have one stitch remaining, but I want to go into both loops. Okay, for the last and the first stitch. Can't see anything this side, but when you flip your work over, you will see. Chain one, and it's a normal. Single crochet. Can you see that little line for me? It's a very simple thing to do, but it creates a really nice texture, really nice fabric, and it's nice and flat rather than the single crochet in both loops every row. So this is a normal single crochet row, so we're back to row one, go into both loops. So chain one, sorry, and flip your work and go into both loops and do your single crochet, and then a single crochet in every stitch, sorry, to the end. You can already see how flat this work is. I just love the way it feels. And to be honest, it does work up quite quickly. It's just a smaller stitch. Right, so there's the last one. Go into both loops as normal. Chain one, flip your work, and now we're on row two. This is the back side of the work. And row two is go into the first one as normal, single crochet, and then all the remaining ones, bar the last one, it's front loops only. Okay, one stitch remaining, go into both loops and do your single crochet. Chain one, flip your work, you can see it a bit more on the lighter colour actually. See these lines forming? That's these here. And chain one, flip your work, go into the first one and just a normal single crochet row. I do love simple patterns and just, you know, messing with the actual stitch, which loop you're going to take, front loop, back loop, you know, just every time it creates something unique. So that's a normal single crochet row. Okay, you can see me like so. And now chain one, first stitch both loops, and then every other stitch apart from the last one, it's front loops only, single crochet. Just try a little piece and you can get an idea of how the fabric is made and how it feels like in your fingers. And then the very last one, both loops. Chain one, flip your work. Row one, normal single crochet row, one in every stitch all the way to the end. that's all there is to this pattern. Chain 1, and then row 2 is 1 normal single crochet in both loops, and then just front loops. I'll take you to the end here, and then I shall leave you. Any problems, do message me. It's a great one for beginners, and to be honest, not even beginners. I absolutely love this, and I've been crocheting for a long time. At least 40 years. Remember, it's both loops on the last one. And here you have this, just trying to show you so you can see in the camera. So you get these lovely little lines forming. It's the simplicity of things that I like, and it feels great. Like I said, if you stretch the work, you can see it kind of gives it a little, they look like little knots here, and then the line is here. Okay, that's how you do this pattern. It's a really simple one. You've got to give it a go. Let me get the bigger piece of work so you can see. That's the back. Oh, that's not the back. That's the back. And that's the front. I think I'll pull that one a little bit too tight, too much there. Ignore that. It was just making a sample for you, and I like to make it a little bit bigger so you can see. Okay guys, thanks for watching this tutorial. It's a really simple one. Go ahead and give this a try. You can probably even make lovely little squares for this one. Again, great for if you want to make some sort of patchwork blanket. And yeah, take care. Thanks for subscribing. Please do like and share this one, and I'll see you very soon.